So my first experience with meditation was back in the very early 1990s, and I'd just been diagnosed actually with a autoimmune condition known as myasthenia gravis. And back then it was very active. It was I'd been in what they call a crisis, which meant that some days it was very difficult to even just walk from one room to the other, lift my arm up to brush my hair. It was pretty miserable, and I felt desperate enough. And so I'd read somewhere that meditation would be very beneficial to help me, because I was, as you can imagine, going stir crazy with this very bizarre condition that left me very debilitated at times. And so I was willing to do anything. And back then, unlike today, there was really no meditation classes. It was not as common as it is today. And so if you wanted to learn meditation, then you went to a Buddhist temple. And it so happened that I was very lucky. I lived not far from Wimbledon at that time, and I'd read somewhere that, you know, one of these houses in suburban Wimbledon village had a Buddhist temple, and I thought, you know, I expected this house and thought, okay, I'm going to go. I was so desperate that I went along. So I'm walking down, like I say, a very suburban road, expecting to just find a very, you know, nice house with, and I did find a nice house. But what I wasn't expecting was, as I turned to the right, as I went into this, the garden of this house, there was this amazing, majestic Buddhist temple. I was immediately awestruck, because I wasn't expecting that. I mean, this was the early 1990s, and, you know, I didn't expect to find a temple in the middle of suburbia. It was just, like I say, it was quite breathtaking. This amazing steps leading up, this beautiful white building with gold. And so immediately I felt, wow, I was as nervous as I was that I'm gonna, you know, I need to go and see this. So at the time, what they offered was you went in, and it was open to everybody, and it still is these days actually. And so you go in, and they give you a little talk, and then you go straight into this meditation and walking. And of course, from zero to total immersion, I can remember finding it quite hard going. For me, obviously, I hadn't practiced it before, so it was very immersive. However, there was something about that place, the tranquility, the humbleness, the meekness of the monks there, and it kept me going back. And whilst it was, you know, it was still a difficult time, I've never looked back, because those early days set me up in such an amazing, I felt very grateful that I'd had that opportunity. And so really the following, you know, in that period since then, over those 30 years, we've had so many different types of meditation, you know, that we all have access to, and it's been great because I've learned so many different ways of meditating. However, today, since I've become qualified in my psychology coaching, I decided that one of the things that I could really help was to come up with a course, and this is what I've done based on how my learning, which is neurodiverse. So I feel that this is really ideal for people who are very stressed in their life, who have a lot of overwhelm. And we know research, there's a plethora of it, that meditation, mindfulness is so beneficial. So what's stopping you? I'm not going to make you do 2 hours. Nope, I'm going to make you do 4 hours over 4 weeks. So, and it's going to be both educational, you're going to find out why, what's going on in your brain, and it's going to be immersive as well. We're going to do it together. So I offer in person and also a virtual, which we Zoom. So whatever, there's various payments. So I offer concessions. There's also I've added also for students actually, so you get even more of a discount. So what's stopping you? The link's going to be posted below, and I'm really passionate about it. Like I say, it saved my bacon, literally. It was very transformative, and over the years, meditation in all its forms has been one of the most single best daily practices that I could have actually practiced, and I recommend. And this, what I'm offering, is a sort of entry point, and so far I've had some really good feedback, and I really welcome you to come along and just give it a go. You can pay individually or you can pay for all 4 classes. Anyway, look forward to seeing some of you on my course, and we'll speak soon.